first things first, let's make sure we're on the same page about what a coaching package actually is and why it is such a major key. If you're completing this step and you feel unsure, take it out. You don't want your program to be full of fluff. Now, this step is optional, but I have found that it is really, really helpful. Be flexible, be open, leverage this to create a sense of urgency to join your program over the programs of others. Hello my loves, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time seeing my face. My name is Brynja. I'm a certified life and business coach, and I created this channel for aspiring coaches, entrepreneurs, and personal development lovers like myself who are looking to create a life and business that you just absolutely love. I'm so excited to share today's video with you. Today's video is all about how to create and design a coaching package that sells. So every entrepreneur needs a great product to sell, and for coaches, that product is going to be your coaching package. Successful coaches don't sell coaching. Successful coaches actually sell a solution to a problem, a transformation, a roadmap for how to get a certain result, how to meet a certain goal. But creating a coaching package that is clear, intentional, effective can be really tough when you're first starting your coaching business. And I totally understand. It can feel super overwhelming, right? You have all of these experiences, you have your skills, you have your expertise, your ideas, your knowledge, your methodologies of how to do things, and you're trying to fit all of these things into a single program. So if at this point in your journey you're asking yourself questions like, what should I include in my coaching package? What should I price it? How long should my coaching package actually be? Or how do I know if others will actually want to buy my coaching program? Then you are in luck, because in today's video I'm going to help you answer all of those questions and show you step by step how to create a well-designed coaching package that actually sells. Before we hop into today's video, if you are interested in all things coaching, entrepreneurship, and becoming the best version of yourself, make sure to subscribe for more tips and strategies on how to create a life and business that you absolutely love. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the tips. All right, so first things first, let's make sure we're on the same page about what a coaching package actually is and why it is such a major key to being a successful, well-paid coach. So your coaching package is the organized blueprint, framework, the process that you use with your clients in each session to coach your clients and deliver results. This organized offering is typically a representation of your ideas, your beliefs, your skills, your expertise, your knowledge, your systems, all packaged up nicely in a digestible way that you can share with others to help them along their journeys. So it's really an outline of the process that you use to guide your clients to their transformation, which on this channel, when it comes to being a great coach, we are all about delivering our clients results and helping to guide them to an actual transformation. So why exactly is having a well-designed coaching program or package so important? It's important for a lot of reasons, but the very first reason is because clarity. Because you have to actually sit down and intentionally flush out your ideas and create an outline of your process. It helps you to actually have more clarity about what it is that you're coaching on, what it is that you're selling, what it is that you believe, as well as what you're going to be discussing in your coaching sessions. And even having this clarity can help you to understand better what type of content to put out and create when it comes to your coaching. The clarity from creating a coaching package also helps build your confidence as a coach, because like I said, you've sat down, you've been intentional about what you're selling. You now are really connected to what it is that you are coaching about. You have a really good finger or a really good read on what it is that you're actually doing. So when you go into your coaching sessions, you feel confident because you know exactly what you're going to be talking about from session to session because you've taken the time to outline it in your coaching package. This clarity also makes you more confident as a salesperson, right? To have a successful coaching business, we are being great coaches, but we are also really being great at sales. Having a great coaching package makes you more confident as a salesperson because once again, you know what's inside of it. You know that it meets the needs of your target audience, so you can talk about it. You're proud about it. You can talk about it freely, happily, confidently because you've taken the time to create something that you are really connected to, that's really in alignment with who you are and what you believe in. And so you're now proud and more confident to sell it and talk talk about it to others, right? I'm sure if you've ever tried to create a coaching package, then you know how it feels when you are not confident about it, when you don't feel like you have all the pieces. You're much less likely to actually talk about it. So on the other side, if you have created that well-designed coaching package that you are proud of, you're much more likely to just naturally talk about it because you've taken that time to actually make it good. And now you're like, okay, I've put all this work into this. I am ready to talk about it. I have something that I'm ready to sell. And then also having a well-designed coaching package, it makes it easier for clients to say yes to working with you because they can easily see the path for how you're going to help them get to their transformation, get to their result. They understand that you have an outline, you have a process, you have a roadmap, and that makes sense to them. And it makes it much easier for them to say yes to actually working with you. So now that we're on the same page about what a coaching package is and why it's so important, let's talk about a few structural things for your coaching package. So let's quickly talk about your pricing, your format. Are you doing one-on-one coaching? Are you doing group coaching? And how long your coaching program is going to be. As a business coach who has worked with several clients who are building their own life coaching businesses, I'm going to make some really simple recommendations that you can use to lay a simple foundation and go ahead and get started, because I don't want you worrying too much about things like pricing and your structure, your format, things like this. That is not what you should be worrying about. You should be worrying about what's actually going into your program, because those things will change and shift as you find your own flow. You just need a simple place to start. So there's all of these business models that I'm sure you've heard about: one-on-one coaching, creating a group coaching program, having VIP days, creating a course, right? All of these different ways that you can package and sell your coaching. But take all of that complicated stuff out of the way. If you are just starting out with your coaching business, I 100% recommend start your business off with doing one-on-one coaching. One-on-one coaching allows you to strengthen your coaching muscles and make sure your processes and the paths that you're taking your clients on to get to their transformation actually work before you progress into these more advanced coaching models, like being in front of a bunch of people trying to group coach or trying to create a course, things like that. For the duration of your program, go ahead and just do a 3-month program to start. 90 days of coaching. You can break it down into 12 weekly sessions. It's long enough for you to be able to build rapport, get to know your client, understand them deeply, and take them along a journey to actually get them results, as well as kind of, tweak things along the way if need be. It's also short enough that if the person that you're working with, your client, is not the best fit, maybe you guys don't vibe well, you don't have to be stuck coaching them if it's not the best fit for any longer than that initial 3 months. Next, let's get into pricing. If this is your signature coaching program and you have done the work, you've done the market research with your target audience, you've followed the formula to make sure that your program is well designed, I recommend charging $1,500 to $2,500 for your one-on-one coaching package. Some of this can depend on your expertise, your skill level, the niche and the industry that you're in, your own financial goals, how high ticket the problem is that you solve for people. But I will say, if you're a beginner coach just starting off, maybe you're feeling a little bit unsure, you're overthinking it, keep it simple. Charge $1,500 for 3 months of coaching. And if you want to provide a payment plan for your clients, you can break this down into 3 monthly payments of $550, which is just an extra 10% onto that total payment price of $1,500. The reason why you charge a little bit more for a payment plan is because while you are making it more convenient for your client, which is really awesome, it does present a higher risk to you as the coach. You are waiting longer to actually get paid for your services. You have to actually monitor these payments to make sure that all of your payments are actually successfully going through. And you have to actually take the time to send follow-ups to your clients if they don't pay on time. So that's why I recommend charging a little bit more if you are extending the opportunity for a payment plan to your clients. So these are a few recommendations that I have for the structure of your program. If you are just starting out, don't want you to spend too much time overthinking these things. Once you run through your coaching program a few times, you'll be able to know if you want to up your price, if you want to coach for longer or maybe a little bit shorter. And after a while, you'll get booked out with those one-on-one clients and you'll be able to know if you want to move forward with a group coaching program or creating a course. All right, so let's get to the good stuff. I'm going to share with you 5 steps to figure out what to include inside of your coaching package. So the first step to creating a signature coaching program that sells is start with the end in mind. So imagine your coaching client just finished your program. What are the skills that they have? What are the results that they have? What do they have at the end of it? This first step is so important because you can use the results that you want to create as a guiding light, as a reference point for your entire program. It helps you make sure that the inner contents of your programs, what you're going to be discussing from week to week in your sessions, is actually in alignment with the result that you want to get for your clients. Being clear on this also helps your coaching package to sell, because clients will actually know what they're going to get working together with you, right? When you're clear on the result that you provide, other people are able to see that. They're able to see your program and be like, oh my gosh, this is exactly what I'm looking for. This is exactly the goal that I'm trying to reach, the transformation that I'm trying to reach. This is what I'm looking for. So let's say that you're a career coach and you've decided that your results that you want to get for clients is that you want to help them to quit a job that they hate and actually find their dream career. So if someone lands on your sales page and they are someone who is stuck in a job that they hate and they want to find a different job, they want to find their dream career, and they see that that's the results that you provide, you have their attention about your program, and it's much easier to say yes to you, to say yes to your program. So step number one, start with the end in mind. Have a good understanding of the results and the transformation that you want to create for your client. Step number two is going to be, once you are clear about the goal or the result that you want to guide your clients to achieve, you want to brainstorm or outline about 5 to 7 steps or skills, concepts, topics that your ideal client must take in order to get to their desired result or transformation. What steps does my client need to take to get from point A to point B? This is your roadmap. This is your blueprint. These are the checkpoints that you will use along the way as you're going through your sessions to make sure that you guys are in alignment, to make sure that you are on the pathway to transformation. So once again, we'll use the example if you are a career coach. The steps might look something like, step number one, gain career clarity. First, really get clear on what it is that you want your career to actually look like. You know you're not happy, but what is it that you actually want? Step two might be to understand the industry or the market of the type of career that you want to go for moving forward. Maybe you've been in your job for 5 years and you need to refresh your mind about what's actually out there and what people are doing in the industry that you want to pursue now. Step three might be cover letter and resume writing. How to write a bomb cover letter and resume to actually get the attention of job seekers. And maybe step four is interview prep. How to actually prep for the interview once someone sees your resume and they're interested. And then maybe step five is how to negotiate your salary. Dang, that's a good program. Career coaches out there, you know, you might have a little something with that. So you want to go through step by step. What does your client actually need to do to get to their end goal? All right, so step three is going to be to focus on what's actually going to be covered in the session, as well as why. What is the objective of each topic or each session or each focus that you're placing on your sessions? So for each main step in step two, decide what types of things you're actually going to be focusing on in your session. So going back to our lovely career coach example, if your first step is to gain career clarity, then if you think about what's actually going to happen in those first few sessions, you're brainstorming what you're actually going to do. So maybe you want to ask them powerful questions about what they don't love about the job that they're currently at, that they want to avoid moving forward into their next career. Maybe you guys want to spend some time in your sessions talking about what they're actually looking for in their next career and why that's so important for them. Maybe you want to talk about what they value in their lives right now. Maybe it's changed. Maybe they want to leave because they're not spending enough time with their family. So maybe you want to talk about values in these sessions. So you want to sit and you want to brainstorm what you might actually talk about in your sessions from week to week. Once you actually have this outline of what these sessions might look like, then you want to go through and you want to kind of test each one out by actually identifying what is the objective, what is your reason for actually doing that session, basically. So for example, if in your first session, you're finding out why your client doesn't love their current job and you're finding out what type of job your client actually wants, you can check this and say, the objective of this is because I want to make sure that my client is clear from the start so that we're making sure that we're going into the right direction for the remainder of our 3 months together. So when you have an idea of what you want to have a session about, take a second to really write down the reasoning, because if you're completing this step and you feel unsure of why you're actually including something in your program, maybe it's something that you heard someone say that you feel like you should include, but it's not really in alignment with your heart, or it's not really in alignment with what you truly believe will get your client from their point A to their point B, take it out. You don't want your program to be full of fluff. You really want to use your time wisely. So having this practice of kind of stating the reason why you're putting these things into your program is a way to make sure that your program is actually going to be able to deliver results for your clients. Also, I want to mention, as you're doing this is kind of a big step, like outlining and brainstorming what's going to actually happen in your sessions and the reason why. As you're doing this, please remember to keep it as simple as possible, and know that your program does not have to be perfect. You do not have to have everything figured out. You've already done a really great part of just outlining the 5 to 7 steps. This is just kind of helpful to really help you start thinking about what you could talk about from session to session. But know that it doesn't have to be perfect, because every client is different. As you get into your sessions, you might find that you guys are spending more time on one topic than another. So be flexible, be open, but this can just give you a general idea of what you guys will be talking about in your sessions. All right, let's move on to step 4. Step 4 is to now design what I like to call your skill execution materials. Your execution materials are the items that you plan to use to help guide your clients through their transformation. So these are going to be things like, if you want to create a workbook for your program, it might be individual worksheets, exercises, journal prompts, templates, checklists, quick guides, scripts, whatever materials that you want to create to help your client to actually take action toward their goals. Now, these materials that you're creating can be used in the session, so you might do an exercise in your session, or they might be used for homework. And when you're creating these materials, please keep it simple. I noticed that a lot of coaches will make this super intense. So in my program, I actually have tips for graphic design and things like that, because it does not have to be hard and you don't have to spend all day on it, because once again, once you run through your program a couple of times, things will change, you'll gain more clarity. But it does help to have a few exercises that you can sprinkle into your sessions or assign to your clients for homework to really help them to understand the concepts that you're teaching them on a deeper level, and to actually have different ways to put what they're learning into action. So for example, execution materials for our lovely career coach example, let's say in step 3, interview prep, maybe they're creating a worksheet that asks clients a list of some of the most common questions that an interviewer might ask you, compile them all into a worksheet, and the client is asked to fill out how they would answer that question if they were in an interview. And the coach actually assigns this for their homework so that you guys can review them in the next session. So that's an example of how you can use these execution materials to really enhance the client experience and create a bomb coaching program. So I know y'all are listening to this and y'all are like, dang, this is some good stuff, okay? And I know it's some good stuff. This is exactly what I teach in my coaching program, Crickets to Clients. Yeah, this is some good stuff. So, all right, let's move forward. All right, and last but not least, we have step 5. Now, this step is optional, but I have found that it is really helpful to creating that coaching package that sells. So once you have the bones of your program, you have the bulk of your program, this is a pro tip. I encourage you guys to add bonuses to your program. When it comes to creating a bonus, a great bonus I think is supplemental. It's not something that you actually have to have in your program in order for your program to create transformation, but it's something that maybe it will help them to get to their transformation just a little bit faster, or make it just a little bit easier for them to actually get there. The key to having a good bonus is also to make it irresistible. You can actually leverage this bonus to create a sense of urgency to join your program over the programs of others. So of course, bonuses can maybe be recorded video trainings, it can be a tutorial, a bonus can be extended access, an additional worksheet, anything that you believe that will help your clients go beyond the results that they were expecting or reach their goals faster. So for example, a great bonus for the career coach might be to have a list of 50 resume templates that you can use to create an amazing resume today to land your dream career. If you are someone who is trying to land your dream career, you would be intrigued by having a great resume template by this amazing career coach that you can use to design your own resume. So you want it to be something that your client really wants, that is intriguing, exciting to your target client. All right, coach, that is all for today's video. If you follow the steps in today's video, you are on your way to creating an amazing coaching package that sells. Now your next step is marketing, promoting, selling this coaching package. If you're truly ready to create the coaching business of your dreams and you would like help from me as your coach, check the links in the description box below. I hope that you learned something new. I hope that you found this helpful to you. Thanks so much for joining, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.